Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited to show you this brand that I've had for some time now. I have used these palettes multiple times, but I have not had time to do a video. I have been sick and I've bought things and I'm trying to do them in order, and so I keep buying things.
Okay, enough with the confession time.
What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you these palettes. I've been using these palettes so I can tell you a full review on these palettes in my opinion, and there's a reason why I bought one and then I bought two and then I bought three and then four and five and I got another one on the way, and we're not even going to talk about it. Let's just stop talking about it. But what we're going to do today is I am going to swatch these palettes. We're going to swatch them, and then we're going to create a bingo look utilizing shades from each palette that I have with me right now before the new ones come in. Let's hurry up, okay? It's in the middle of the night. So it's in the middle of the night, okay? Just forewarning. So if you're also interested in taking a look at what palettes I have, what the swatches look like, and what kind of crazy look I can come up with incorporating shadows from each palette, then just keep watching. So glad you guys decided to stay. Okay, before we go any further, if you're wondering, like, I have a little bit of a tint of blue eyeshadow on, but it's not. I actually had a blue shadow stain my eyelids. Usually it's like reds and pinks and purples and stuff like that. Nope, this blue one has stained my eyelids. I have eyeshadow primer over top of it trying to cancel it out, but this is as good as it gets. So I am primed and ready to go for this look. But before we do that, we're going to get into swatches, and I'm going to show you what palettes that I have. I think this is the first one that I picked up. This one is the Saint Angels and Sinners, the Saint palette. It used to be the New Year's Eve palette, and it looks like this here. And you guys will see that I have been playing in these shadows. I have already made looks with all of these palettes, and they are gorgeous. So this one is the Saint palette. We're just going to do some swatches. And I'm gonna swatch them all on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna go on to the next so that it doesn't take up a whole lot of time. Okay, so here is the three mattes, very neutral, but wow, the shimmers that are in this palette can make some beautiful looks alongside of whatever combination that you want to use of the mattes. And then topping it off with one of the shimmers or multiple of the shimmers, it is just stunning. Okay, so here's the shimmers. So this one is kind of a flaky. I mean, you can tap it on or whatever, but you would definitely want to use a glitter glue or some kind of adhesive. I like using the Death and Candy glitter gel, and I just put that over top of my lid and then put this on top of that, and it just holds it there beautifully. It is gorgeous. It's one of those flaky foils that are stunning. This one here has a shift to it. This one here has a shift to it. It shifts, it looks like pink, and then it shifts orange and then gold. So pink, orange, gold. This is like the oil slick with the purple. It looks purple here. It has a teal in it. It has actual like a gray, even like almost like a red burgundy undertone. This is a really high shimmer blue, and then you have this one here that shifts from gold to pink into purple, like a lavender. It's so pretty. And then you have this one here that also has multi-shifting. It's almost like this one here reminds me of like a Cleona glitter multi-chrome. So the glitter multi-chromes have multiple color, super fine particles, but they have a glistening like a glitter would, but like it's a particle. It's a small particle in the shadow, and that's what that looks like, and it has that multicolored in there. It's so beautiful. Okay, so that is the Saint palette. So there's that. I think I got these two together, so I'm going to start off with this one here. This one is the Saint Angels and Sinners, a collaboration with Funny Butter, and this is Best Buds for 4/20 of 2020. And so this is a collaboration palette. I don't think I realized that, but I will link any kind of information in the description box below about the person that is collaboration with. And then the palette looks like this here. It's so pretty. Just I am going to tell you that I'm going to say that with every single palette. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take off these swatches here, and we're going to get started into the swatches on this one. So when I come back, I'll have those ready for you. This one, the Best Buds palette, it's just some shiny goodness, and I just love this palette. The colors, the color combinations. I love an all shimmer look. This palette just makes a beautiful all shimmer look. It looks light, but it really gives off just such a pretty look whenever it's all put together. And so this is what this palette here looks like. These are just so stunning. They all have some kind of shift to them. They are just stunning shades. So pretty. That's what this looks like here. It makes a very beautiful ethereal look. And then the next one that I got would be Angel Baby. Angel Baby is the 6-pan. It looks like of this here, and y'all know these are my colors, so this and greens. So let's get into swatching this one now. Okay, look at this one. Oh my goodness, I love this one. Oh, I love this color up here. I hope I draw this one because I haven't played with this one yet. It's so pretty. So my colors. Love, love, love. Okay, so, and that is Angel Baby. The last one is this one here. It's so cute. It's called Kazzy. It has a little key cat on the front of it. And Kazzy looks like this here. And like I said, these are used palettes because I have used them. So no judgment. Okay, it's a little messy. All right, so this is the last color story that we're going to dip into, and I will get these swatched. You're going to see one of my favorite shades. It's right here. It looks pink to you, but it is neon yellow green and pink out of nowhere. But it is literally just a stunning shade. Oh, I love this shade so much, and it shifts so much. And then this one here looks kind of like the other one that I swatched earlier. It kind of has that oil slick look to it. And then you have a lime green and a pink, and the pink shifts from pink to like a orange. And then you have this blue that shifts to almost like a lavender. It's like a teal to a blue to a lavender. And then you have this one here, the pink to the neon yellow green. Oh, so, so pretty. And then I just thought I'd put them right on my fingers because I got so much stuff all over my hands. But these are the mattes that go along with this palette, right like that there. So we are going to random generate 2 shades from each palette. We're going to create a look with those 2 shades from each palette and see what I come up with. So, okay, I have all 4 of the palettes written down. And the first 3 are 9 shades total, and the last one is 6. And so I have the number random generator. If I knew how to put that on the screen, I would, but I don't know how to do that. So just know I'm picking 2 shades. But I wrote down each palette because I have them laid out, Kazzy, Buds, Saint, and Angel, so that you know the order. I will write the 2 numbers that I generate for each palette down by the name of the palette. So the first one from 1 through 9, let's generate a number and see what we get. 3 for Kazzy. The first one is 3, and the second one is 7. 3 and 7. For the buds, the best buds, we are going to go with 5 and 8. No duplicates yet. And for Saint, we're going to go, the first one is 4, and the second number will be 6. And then for Angel, there's only 6 shades, and the first one number will be 4, and the second one will be 5. All right, guys. So now let's swatch which ones we got. Let's see. Yes. So that is going to be a fun combination. So this is what we are working with. At least I got one matte, right? Okay. So when you see me next, I will be zoomed in and ready to go. Okay, you guys, you're all zoomed in.
You're welcome.
And let's just get into this look. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm just going to do it so I don't overthink it. And I think what I'm going to do is go with a crease brush and do a little bit of, or a brush that I use for my crease. It doesn't necessarily have to be what it's made for. I just use what I use. And I'm going to go into St. Anthony. I'm going to pick that up on my brush, and we're going to go up a little higher than what a normal crease would be. We're going to utilize, and look at that matte. That is amazing. Sometimes you can just tell, you know? when it just goes on and just does its thing. Like, that's what her mattes are like. Yep. So we're going to do that on both sides. We're just going to kind of create our own little transition area. And I will buff this out. I'm laying it where if you're new here, you might not know, I lay down my shadows where I want it, and then I go back and I reassess and blend in areas that I want it to be blended out. So right now we're just laying it down. So now I'm going to go in with a flat brush because I got some long nails on. I like to use my finger. Some of these shades might work better with like a silicone, like the real flaky ones, or a sponge tip applicator. But I'm going to try a flat brush first. I think I'm going to put a little bit of my Death and Candy eye gel on for these shimmers because I like the way that shadows adhere to this. If I'm wearing it for long periods of time and you have hooded eyes, it helps with creasing, it helps with all kinds of stuff. Like, this is amazing, amazing stuff here. Get some shadows on while it's still wet. So Crisco in the Kazzy and St. Joan of Arc in the Saint palette are very similar, but like I said, one had a little bit more purple tone to it from what I could tell when swatching it. And so I'm going to use those on the outer edges, one on the inner. This one I'm going to take Joan of Arc for now, and I'm going to put that on the outer edge of the eye look. I'm going to create kind of like a halo eye, but using the two different shades. Want to pick up on my brush as good with this stiffer brush. Maybe I need a little bit more softer brush. Flat but soft. Let's try this one. Sometimes you just need those little soft bristles to pick up the flakes. I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side. It adheres way better. Actually, I'm going to spray a little bit, an idea of what this will be like wet. What I'm trying to achieve with this eye look, definitely I like this better sprayed. Okay, just kind of causing a little cat wing out there. And I'm going to go into Crisco, which is the other shade that's similar, and I'm going to take that on in the inside, kind of connect that, and then we'll go in with the other colors to create a layered halo look. And I honestly just want this in the very inner corner because I've got so many shades I've got to try to fit on one eye. Do you see? I mean, these are so similar, but this one has more green in it and this has more purple in it. So yeah, this definitely is shining more green. You may not see it on camera as much, but this is definitely shining more green. And then do this over here. Very inner corner, like the other side. Okay, like that there. Do you see? Okay, you can kind of see it now. See how the outer edges have shine more purple and the inner corner shines more like a minty, almost like a minty green. There is a difference, even though in the pan and even swatching, they're super similar. On the eye, they are translating to a different color. Now, since we've got those two shades, well, we've got 3 shades now. Out of the 8 shades that we picked, we've done 3. So now I want to go in with Blunt. It's kind of that rose gold, and I'm going to spray that. And we're just going to layer that and just bring it into the colors we already laid down. Just kind of combine it on both sides of the one eye. I'm going to do this other side first. Too much. Now I'm going to put that pink over on the other side, the inner corner, just weeding it up, making it match. Okay, then I'm going to take that Pretty Girl shade and we're going to put that, we're going to wet that and put that right in the center. I don't know, there's certain shades just really, I'm like excited to put it on my eyes. It reflects that really like bright pink, but it's literally bright yellow and green too. It has a shift of yellow and green, and then in the pan it looks white with a green shift. Normally I would close my halo, but I kind of like how it's graduated in the way it is. Kind of like that. I might keep it like that. We'll see. Do the other side now. It definitely just blended in with that pink, but in person you can tell there's definitely like a neon brightness to this pink, where the other one is a more toned down pink. This is looking a lot more subdued than what I was thinking it was going to look. Okay, so I want to kind of do some finishing touches around with the browns. I'm going to bring that brown down and around. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more fluffier brush, and I'm just going to go and do some. If you don't know St. Angels and Sinners, go. She sells on an Etsy store. Go follow her Instagram, because you'll see all of her palettes, all the swatches, everything. When you get to know Darcy, you guys will love Darcy. Darcy is an amazing brand owner. She's so super sweet. I've gotten to know her through Nikki, because her and Nikki are pretty close. It's really cool. There's that are just amazing people, because that just makes me want to spend my money there even more. So I'm going to try to put a little bit more of the blue back in here, because sometimes the pink just overran this look. Oh, I can connect it. I normally do, but not with shimmers, so I don't know. Kind of mixing it in and just combining those colors together, and I'm liking that better. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to add to the bottom, and I have 3 more shades left. Let's go ahead and do the inner corner first, and I'm going to take Mary Jane, and we're going to spray that. That's going to be our inner corner, but I'm going to pull it in to the other area too. Might have just took a little too much. I wanted to make this a big inner corner color, not just a small little accent, and I still took way too much. I mean, I meant to take a lot, but I did not mean to take that much. And then let's go ahead and take a smudger, little smudger underneath, and I'm going to take American Robin, which is kind of that purpley blue. I'm going to take that up on that brush, and I'm going to spray it, and we're going to drag that underneath. But we're only going to go halfway. And do it on the other side. We're going to take the last shade, which is Song Sparrow, and I'm going to do the same thing, take it up and finish it out. This is a beautiful shade. This is the one I haven't tried that I wanted to try. Pretty shade. Overlap it. Like, literally, you just can't go wrong. You could combine these and just create, the sky is the limit. Like, it is just such pretty shades. All right, again, I'm going to go in and clean up just that little bit from putting down on the bottom. I'm going to put on an eyeliner and finish out the rest of my face. I'm going to come back and talk about what I used off camera, and I'm going to talk about these palettes and my thoughts on them. It's not a first impression, but I'm going to let you know how I feel like this look came together, and I'll see you guys in just a few. Okay, guys, this is my final look. I kind of went all out. Okay, so what I did off camera is I felt like the upper part of the eye just needed a little bit of darkness, because it was so light whenever I put the blue underneath. So I took the blue and I kind of made a liner on top, and then I did a few things with my lips. I started out with this Coven Cosmetics lippy, and it was a really pretty color. It's in Hex, but what I found is that this is really drying, and I haven't used the Coven ones in a while, and I think I found some other ones that I like better, and I haven't really went back to these, and then I tried it again and it's just super drying. So what I did is I decided to darken it up a little bit around the edges to make more of an ombre lip. I used Mamacita in the ColourPop Lippy over top of that. And then what I did is I went on ahead and went in and did that Song Sparrow right in the center to kind of lighten it up. And then I also used the Unearthly Cosmetics gloss that came in the dark set. And then also for the highlighter and the blush, I'm using Ethereal right here. And then also for the blush, I am using Hazy. And I'm using Hazy for the most part, and then I added just a smidge of pop in with Hazy. So that's what's on my cheeks, I think the name of the highlighter, Ethereal, really kind of encompasses this whole look I'm picturing when I see this look. It is so pretty. I love this look. It's something different than what I normally do. And so I am so, so happy that I did a bingo so that I could just kind of play around with whatever was picked. Okay, guys, if you haven't checked out St. Angels and Sinners, I'm going to have all their information linked in the description box for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I really, really enjoyed doing this video, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.